Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Haba Nicker Nahaba, and I'm bringing you a brand new video here today. And in this one, we're whipping out the piano once again. You guys seem to love these videos, so I'm just gonna not only do piano videos, but today we're doing a piano video. That said, we're just gonna jump straight into it. I got the LA Custom C7 Cinematic. Before we start, I'm just gonna turn down the reverb slightly, not much, just a little bit. And I'm gonna actually drop my BPM down a little bit. We're gonna go yeah. So I'm gonna start this off with some chords, but before that, I'm gonna jump into D minor. So I like that for my bottom notes. I'm actually gonna select all of them and then shift, click, and drag, and then I'm gonna press Control up on the arrow key to take them up an octave, and then I'm gonna build out chords. So I'm gonna go every other note, but I'm not gonna do the middle note. I'm gonna skip to the top. All right, so now that I got my chords down, I'm gonna start on a melody. Alright, so I like that, but I think I want to get a sort of constant in there, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, that's a cool melody, but something that the listeners here goes to. I like that, except I'm just going to take these middle notes down a little bit, so it's not in the forefront, and then I'm gonna press Alt R and randomize all my velocity. Then I'm gonna grab my bottom ones and turn them down a bit. Alright, so I like that. I'm just gonna duplicate it over, and then what I'm gonna do over here is just add a little variation. So it's not much, but it just adds a little bit of flavor. And I'm actually gonna find a different piano. And I'm gonna mess around with the pitch a little bit. I really like that. So I pitched it down to G minor. And I also swapped this second chord because I did not like how it sounded in 3 different keys. So that's probably not a good sign. But I really like this. I forgot to do this, so I'm gonna highlight all my chords here. And I'm gonna press Alt S, and that just strummizes it a little bit, so it's a little more human-y. So I'm gonna rename this piano. I'm gonna clone my piano. I'm gonna see if I can find one of Harvey's pads out of his banks. See if there's something nice in here. Sad. Let's see what sadness sounds. I like that. Okay, so I really like these keys from Electra as a layer. I think that sounds really good with all of it. Alright, so I'm gonna try out these keys, and what we're gonna do with them is we are just gonna layer our chord. This will add depth to our chord. It's like a very angelic. Alright, so I'm gonna put all these on the mixer. So I'm gonna do 1 EQ with this piano, and that's just to get rid of some of the lows, so it doesn't clash with my 808. Then I'm gonna add some reverb, except I'm gonna take this knob over here and turn it way. And actually, I wanna move this down in the mixer. If you didn't know, whatever slot order you put your mixer on, that's the order it, like, the effect happens, if that makes sense. I just want to enhance those just a touch, not much. All right, so I added some RC. I did the vinyl 3 preset, and I'm gonna widen it a little bit. Maybe, no, I'll leave the magnetic on. So I like that. The piano's sounding good. Now let's mix in the pad. I'm gonna add a wider to the pad. I do this a lot with pads. And then I'm gonna add a parametric EQ too. Just make sure there's no lows, and there isn't, so I don't gotta EQ anything. So there are lows on these electric keys, and I'm just gonna take them out. And we're gonna add some reverb. I'm gonna switch the color to now. Then turn it down over here so it's not as strong. I really like that effect on there. I'm gonna do my go-to trick, throw a Fruity Love filter so it kind of puts those keys in the background. You know what? There's one more thing this needs, and I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I feel like I need to make a counter melody. Alright, so I like that for my counter melody. I'm gonna just name that flute. I'm gonna add it to my mixer as well. We're gonna EQ it a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of reverb. Alright, so I like that a lot. I'm gonna throw my pattern onto this so I can swap it to the song. And we're gonna start on drums. So I'm gonna be working out of the Cody Go-To Producer Kit 2.0. Like that for a clap. I'm gonna just rock with the two-step for right now. So I got my 808. I'm just gonna come in here, follow my root notes, so I know that I'm saying it. I like that. I think that's a nice 808 pattern. I'm gonna turn it down. I think I'm gonna get rid of that little triple. Alright, so I like that. I am gonna swap the 808. I'm gonna just grab a normal spins. Hit on me if you want, but it sounds so good. Then I'm gonna grab a kick, copy and paste my 808, and then press Alt-K, transpose them all to the same note of C. At least that's where I have it set at. Throw an open hat on there. Got a snare. Okay, now I'm gonna mess with my hi-hat a little bit. Alright, so I like how my drums are hitting. I'm just gonna mix them out really quick, and then we will lay it out and I'll be on my way. Alright, so I like my mix on this. I'm just gonna split by channel and drag all my sounds onto the playlist, and then I'm gonna duplicate it over a bunch of times so then we can come in here, do Alright, so I like this for a layout. It starts out with the intro here, and then it jumps into the first 8 of the hook to bring in a lot of the drums. Then we have every single sound on the second 8 of the hook. Stack your hooks, so then you can do cool stuff like this, where it all drops out. And this is for the verse. The artist could go so many ways with that, I promise you. Literally opens it up to any creative idea that they have. And then I drop out the flute and bring back the piano for the second half of the verse. And then it goes into the bridge, and then you guys know the deal. Just duplicate it over. Because the BPM's so slow, I only duplicated it over once. It makes the beat 2 minutes, 53 seconds. But yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like and comment and subscribe. Be around for the long haul. This is your boy Nick, Haba, or Nahaba. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.